Democrats in the Senate this past week decided that they're not ready to give up on President Biden's domestic agenda. And so they once again went back to the drawing board working on a Medicare prescription drug price negotiation piece of legislation. The same legislation, of course, that the moderate Democrats like Joe Manchin had killed earlier this year, which would have been a signature piece of the Biden administration's domestic agenda. And Manchin, even after compromise after compromise, after giving in to literally all his demands, still said no. But Chuck Schumer is optimistic. He is optimistic. Even though he hasn't yet started negotiations with Joe Manchin, he says we can get this done. We can enact a Medicare drug price negotiation bill and lower the cost of medications for everybody on Medicare. In addition, the legislation would also cap Medicare out-of-pocket expenses at $2,000 per year. So you're helping a lot of people with this. You're saving them a lot of money. This is a good piece of legislation that, by the way, shouldn't just be for Medicare, should be for everybody. But what now? Right now, I'll take what we can get. The problem is we're not going to get any of it. But I do have to kind of applaud the efforts of these Democrats to get right back up on that horse and keep trying. Because they understand in a way that I don't even think Biden understands. They got to do something. The midterms are poised to be a bloodbath. 2024 for Biden and Harris is right now gonna be a bloodbath. No matter who they're up against. If they're up against Trump, they lose. They're up against DeSantis, they lose by a lot more. I don't even think that ticket could beat a Ted Cruz at this point. So the Democrats, some of them, understand we have to do something to stop the bleeding. And this Medicare prescription drug pricing bill is probably the best way to go for them. Why? Because what's the biggest voting population in the United States? Not the biggest voting bloc, but the biggest voting population, the people who actually go out there and vote in the highest numbers. It's elderly people, right? The 65 and older crowd, the Medicare crowd. So the Democrats understand we have to show at least that group that we're doing something to make their lives easier. But I still am not optimistic that it's going to happen. But they have to do something. Biden's numbers are getting worse. Faith in the office of the presidency itself is back to the levels it was when Donald Trump was in office. People are unhappy. People are mad. Hell, you even got Deborah Messing calling out President Biden for not doing anything. And when you've lost Deborah Messing, my God, you're not coming back from that. I'm sorry. It's bad for Biden. But at least there's a couple of Democrats still out there that understand maybe we can right this ship. Maybe we can, get it to port before it sinks fully. But they got a lot of massive tidal waves to overcome before they can get to that part. And that first tidal wave is Joe Manchin himself, because he doesn't give a damn if Democrats win or lose. He's safe. He's got his job. He is actually the 5th most popular United States senator in their home state. He's got nothing to worry about. The rest of the party, they've got lots to worry about. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.